Seafood is a great excuse to eat garlic butter sauce, and so here's how I make mine extra creamy and delicious. First thing I do is get the paper off the garlic, so I just crush it under my palm, and usually that'll make it come off easier. Sometimes it does, sometimes you got to fight it, like in this case. I imagine most people would just use a nice garlic crusher for this, but I always end up not cleaning them right away, and then the next day it's all dried in there. It takes me forever, so I actually find that this takes less time. Just chop and mash for a little while. It takes a minute or so. So this is a small batch. Use a third of a stick of butter. That's enough garlic for half a stick. I'd probably add another clove of garlic if I was going to do a whole stick of butter. Okay, we're going to make a garlic sauce, so it's time to get serious. Focus the mind. I don't start with butter. I start with a little corn oil, like corn oil. You could use olive oil, and we're going to christen the garlic. We just want to, if it was onions, we just want to cook them through, and we really don't want to overdo this at all. So I almost do this in real time. It takes about a minute. So let's just watch a little bit. That's a pinch of salt. So in a panic to get that spoon that I ran back over, I have to lift it up here because it's getting a little hot. I don't want it to burn at all. So I took it away from the heat. That's where I cut a little bit. I did that for about another 30 seconds, and then I'm just going to turn the heat off just like that. And now, this is where the big secret, in my opinion, comes in. We're going to put our butter in, and we're just going to let the pan melt it. Or hopefully it'll have enough residual heat to melt that butter, because we don't want to heat the butter. That's going to make it nice and creamy for our dip. Okay, this is a little bit of pepper, you know, quarter, eighth of a teaspoon, and then also a little bit of paprika. Same thing, quarter, eighth of a teaspoon to taste. And then we're just going to go ahead and mix that in. I'll turn the heat on here just for a second to give it a little boost, and just going to let that stuff melt. We don't need to add any salt really to this because I've got salted butter, so that makes it nice and salty. And that's it. Once the butter is melted, we want to get it in our serving dish. A delicious garlic butter sauce, perfect for seafood, dip in bread. It's going to be really good. And now that we finished this bowl of deliciousness, we can relax our mind again, knowing we didn't burn the butter or the garlic. Damn good. The only thing I caught on the way out was this shot of a friendly squirrel who got to eat my homemade bread.